Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Picking up some ice. You can tell by the title what we're going to do. We're going to test out a couple of different coolers because everybody has those favorites. We got Klein, the new Vito Pro Pack, what I would consider a cooler. It's not really a lunchbox. And I also have the Tough Built one. So I'm going to try out the ice. I mostly use these coolers for travel. I travel a lot now. We drive a lot up north through Texas and to the beach here and stuff like that, and I actually take these often with me, even though I bought them for work. And the other reason is during the summer you got to take a bunch of water, Gatorades, stuff like that. And if you're up for it, you can also take your lunch in there. So we'll go through all that right now. I'm going to go fill them up with some ice and we'll report back. All right, so it's still hot, as you can tell. It is about 88 degrees, give or take. Could get to 90 this afternoon. It's still the morning. It's 11. I'll put the time up and then we'll keep track of the time. I will check these in intervals, and they each have 7 pounds of ice. This one's a little bit different because I realized there were too little of ice and I had to get an extra bag. I stopped at a different place, but essentially 7 pounds of ice in 3 coolers in a van that is sitting out in the sun, kind of simulating what would actually happen if you took it to the job site, right? And then when we check it in intervals of a couple hours here and there, that'll just simulate like you going and getting something or whatever it is. So we'll open it up a few times, and then I might do, I don't know, like a 6 to 8 hour final test. All right, 2 hours later, I'll put up the time right now. Let's check the Tough Built. It doesn't look like it melted much. Then the Klein. And the Vito. 2 hours, all still going pretty strong. Make sure they're all closed. And we'll come back a little bit later. All right, 24 hours later. Still got most of the ice there. Most of it there. And quite a bit there. So they've all done really well, right? So they all have ice 24 hours later. It hasn't been a super hot summer day or anything like that, but regardless, it's still 80 to 90 degrees right now. Now, since they still have ice, we will let them go on for the day today, and we're gonna see which one completely melts first, and then we can kind of look at which one held ice the longest and see if there's any clear-cut winner there. And if anything, you're buying, do you want something like this or a pack out? Do you want something like this or a pack out that clips into your toolboxes? Do you want something a little bit cheaper, or do you want something that has the most storage that Vito Pro Pack for, which I'll get into all, or I don't know if I've already gotten into all the features that it has. And yeah, I can hold utensils and sauces and everything, napkins in this one pretty easily. All right, this is getting ridiculous. This is 36 hours later. We are basically almost midnight the next day. So over 24 hours in the van, out in the sun. Not in the middle of the summer, but very close. We're basically 80s or so. So we still have plenty of ice. That's not going to melt anytime soon. A lot of it is water, but there's still ice in there. And we got 30 degrees on the Tough Built cooler. Our Klein, this one clumped up, but around the same amount. 30 degrees as well. And our Vito here, same little clump as well. And that one is 29, 28. It's a little bit cooler. So I gotta call it there because I gotta get this cleared out. I can't work with this. I did have time this week to do this, but now I got installs and stuff to do. So each has their own functions and features. I think I already said that, but different price points. They all do different things. So choose wisely. They will all keep your drinks cold. Finally, it took 2 days to melt. Yep. And if you can't get ice, that's actually still cold. 2 ice packs works just as good. These are still pretty cold. It's the end of the day. This thing's insulated pretty well. I think I only had 2 Gatorades in here today.